Alright, what is going on, guys? We have Lightseeker Camp, level 16, Iron Challenge. Our heroes are basic guy, everything maxed out. For the upgrades, we have the Master Architects, the Shield of Protection, Pit Lords, with the Infernal Nova, Fear of the Damned, Tornado of Souls, and Soul Shockwave. A fully maxed out Soul Impact tree. Let's go ahead and hop right into it. Okay, so being an Iron Challenge, we can only use certain towers. They give us these two fully maxed out furnaces at a very conveniently placed location, kind of where you would want to place a furnace. I started by upgrading the Bone Flingers because they're basically our only archer in this level, and I'm maxing them out on the top and the bottom. And then I kind of scout around and I decide, we have these Ogre Shamans, which are similar to the Inferno Mages, but they do a little bit, they kind of like do a mini stun every time they attack, and they're very slow. With that being said, they do lots of damage. So I placed one at the bottom and one at that central area there. It's going to be very key. And I've also put a mausoleum at the top. And I upgrade the mausoleum to level 3 as this wave starts. You could definitely upgrade it before the wave starts, but I just did it a little bit late. Our hero is going to be, as usual, at the bottom. There are lots of relatively low armor, easy to kill guys, so I have just have him stand right next to the Bone Flinger tower so it can do the most damage. This level I thought was a little more interesting than the Heroic Challenge, mostly because of the limitations, and also you start off with those Infernuses, which do insane amounts of damage. It also basically stuns enemies. I like the Ogre Shamans. Honestly, I have not really experimented with them that much. Mostly because you get them so late, and also because they're very slow. So I usually go for the Mausoleum and the Inferno Mage, but the Shamans have a very, they're a lot more situational, but they're very fun to use. I think they're really good at heavy armored stuff. Basically, if you can isolate something, like these Golem guys here, then they just get absolutely wrecked. But when they're forced to focus down squishy guys, that's when they're much less useful. So you can see a fully upgraded mausoleum now, and we're putting a mausoleum in the back too, knowing that we don't have any barracks, so we have to use the mausoleums with the idea of eventually using gargoyles as our barracks. Hero's still stunning that at the bottom. I just have him kind of chilling out there. I get a little bit worried because this guy is now in at our main choke point, but he's kind of low, and we should have enough mage towers to finish him off. And I don't really want to drop a reinforcement because I know it can be turreted to sheep, so that could actually hurt us. So I just let the mage towers finish him off. And you can see level 3 shaman tower in this top center. That's going to be doing quite a bit of damage. With our hero at the bottom, he pretty much just holds the line. He does a good job of stalling out enemies. And I was kind of debating, well, do I upgrade the shaman at the bottom? The hero seems to be doing a pretty good job, so we eventually just upgrade the Bone Flinger. We just upgrade their DPS. You can see me do that right now. The top pretty much takes care of itself, thanks to the Ogre Shaman and those furnaces. There's enough stalling power for the towers to kill off most of the enemies without needing any gargoyles. But it's very important to have that Bone Flinger tower because these mage guys won't take a lot of damage from your shaman towers or the mausoleum, so they'll walk right by everything if you don't have something to kill them. Now, eventually we do start to build these mausoleums down right behind in the center area, with the idea that we'll probably need some kind of stalling as this wave progresses. And you'll see that is pretty much what happens. It will be important later on. Lots of money at the top. I went ahead and upgraded the Bone Flingers all the way just to max out their DPS, and they're really, really good against those Mages here, as you can see, they're taking all this damage from these bones being chucked at them. Same goes for the bottom one. That's as our only archer tower. That's like we're gonna max out the physical damage. So you can see that paladin slips by. He's gonna turn in. He's gonna get on his horse and charge our line. So we have to be careful with that. You can see I'm not sure what to do with this paladin, so I just pop down my hero power and upgrade the mausoleum. That should be enough damage to finish him off. Our hero's gonna chill the bottom, but eventually he's gonna need to move because once you start getting these the shield, I'm gonna call them shield masters. That's when the archer tower will no longer be able to handle with them. So I'm slowly starting to pull him back. I put down another bone flinger tower, and we're going to be putting more points into the ogre shamans. And you can see gargoyles are finally starting to come out on the top because at this point you'll have the tanky guys and you'll need something to stall them out for a little bit. One thing about the shield masters I noticed is they don't have a lot of damage, so my hero can stand there for a long time and act as like a barracks, which is very useful. You're going to need to be worried about the shield master though in the center. He's walking down and he's now past the infernuses, so we don't have anything to really kill him. We're going to have to rotate our hero to help kill this guy. And I probably would have upgraded the mausoleum a little bit earlier. I think that would have been more useful. And we'll just go ahead and upgrade it again. And between our hero and the mausoleum, that should kick out the armor guys. Now the bottom one is also slipping past, so I move my hero over there to help. And I hire a mausoleum in the very back. So just keep an eye on stuff. If you notice guys are starting to slip by, you want to rotate your hero. The Iron Challenge makes it a little bit tricky because you can't hire a barracks as like a clutch stall. So you have to get creative with your hero and your reinforcements. Again, like I said in the last video, that caravan at the very top, you can hire emergency reinforcements. I don't recommend doing that a lot because it will, it costs you gold, so you're missing out on damage by doing that. But it can save your game if you are in a pinch. But with that being said, this is the last guy slowly dying here to our mausoleum. And there we go. Hope you enjoyed that. Hope you found that helpful. And I will see you guys in the next video. Have a good one.